Morning, you're watching Emma Spencer for 888 Sport as I look at a busy day's racing ahead. Well, I'm going to start off in the 305 at Newmarket with a horse called Wonderstruck, who made a very pleasing debut when not beaten too far at Ascot. Was strongly fancied that day, went off a 5-2 shot, and I didn't think lost an awful lot in defeat, especially given the fact that the winner came out and won a listed race in emphatic style at Goodwood next time out. It's hard to really weigh up the form. The second of John Gosden's came out and subsequently got beaten a maiden, but I dismiss that because it was very, very soft ground, and I take the form literally, and I think the winner is a nice horse. This looks a good opportunity for William Haggis's horse to break her maiden. What else do I like? Well, I would say in that race, all eyes will be very much on Hydrogen. He's been a talking point for a long, long time, ever since Connections Qatar Racing paid 2.5 million for this horse when he went through the sales ring. He hasn't ever managed to get on the track yet. He's had lots and lots of problems. He is actually still in the Derby, which is quite interesting. He's clearly not going to get there at this stage, but all eyes will be very much on him. I think Wonderstruck with experience will get the better. I'm intrigued by the 4:15 at Newmarket, as I know Sir Michael Stout thinks an awful lot of a horse called Top Tug. His form from last year was excellent, and he looked as if he was going to make up into a really, really smart horse this year. His first run back, to me, was very disappointing. He looked a bit slow, lacklustre, and not the horse we saw last year at all at Newmarket. But I'm hoping, like some of Sir Michael's, they've really come into their own as they've had their first run. And I'm hoping, like I said, he can put that behind him, build on it, and I think he's going to be tough to beat. You'd have to say that Famous Kid looks the one that could pose a danger. Yes, he didn't beat an awful lot in what he did at Thirsk last time out, but he did win very, very nicely indeed. A mark of 91, however, the handicapper has definitely not taken any chances at all. My each way selection is Mwaidori in the 350 at Newcastle. He's basically looking quite well handicapped, and he's got some really good pieces of form from last year. He ran in the Northumberland Plate at Newcastle. He wasn't beaten too far, and he's got a couple of really good runs in decent handicaps at York as well. Like I said, he's well handicapped. He's got to improve on what he's done in 2 starts so far this year, but I thought there was a little bit more sparkle about his effort last time out. To me, Rosalie is very much the one they've got to beat, but at the prices, Mwaidori, I think, makes more appeal. Have a good day. Be lucky. Watch everything on 888 Sport. Remember to check out the concessions because there are always so many of them. It's not just about the win bet.